The Rolo Gonzalez sisters talk over each other as they describe how the smuggler van they were riding in plunged off a Mexican road and down a steep ravine. A young Cuban mother, hoping to join her husband in the United States, died in the wreck. But it's a risk that more and more are willing to take.
Te vas aquí, no sabes si se va a morir mi abuelo primero o si a mi mamá le va a pasar un carro por arriba mañana. No sabes. Simplemente te vas. Te vas porque aquí no tienes vida.
In the past 2 years, more than 300,000 Cubans have been detained at the U.S.-Mexico border. Since the days of the Cold War, Cubans have enjoyed a special immigration status in the U.S. But the recent exodus has put pressure on President Biden to stem the tide. Now, Cubans must apply for limited slots online and have a financial sponsor waiting for them in the U.S.
Do not just show up at the border. Stay where you are and apply legally from there.
The Rolo Gonzalez sisters began their journey in mid-December, unaware a political clock was ticking. Marlene, 19, and Melanie, 24, were on a path of fulfilling their dream of joining Cuba's famed traveling medical corps. All they can think of now is leaving behind their country's struggling economy and lack of political freedom. Doctors hold an honored place in Cuban society, but older sister Melanie couldn't bear seeing patients suffer due to lack of medicine, supplies, even electricity.
Y como eso son muchas cosas, y yo no soy de las personas que se queda callada ante eso y no lo puedes decir.
Like other highly trained professionals, doctors often need special permission to leave the island. Just a year from graduating, Melanie worried her degree would soon become a ball and chain, and she wants something better for her 1-year-old daughter, Madison.
Porque yo siento que este es el momento, es ahora o no es nunca.
Now that they'd made the heart-wrenching choice to leave family and friends, the sisters had to decide what to take with them.
Te digo, te vas de Cuba con lo que te cabe en una mochila y lo que te llevas en el corazón.
For decades, Cubans typically tried to reach U.S. shores by boat. But since Nicaragua lifted its visa requirement in 2021, Cuban migrants have been flying there, then trekking overland to Mexico. Using $20,000 raised by selling an inherited house and nearly everything else they owned, the sisters bought plane tickets, then paid a coyote network to lead them through the mountains and jungles of Nicaragua, Honduras, and Guatemala. They were driving through the dense forests of southern Mexico when the van slid off a dirt road. Marlene and Madison went through the windshield.
Yo sigo creyendo en Dios, con todo lo que pasa.
Madison was fine, but Marlene suffered a deep gash on the back of her head. They later learned the driver also died. Finally, on December 31st, they crossed the border near El Paso, Texas, less than a week before Biden made his announcement. After a brief detention, the sisters were released under a 60-day parole. Soon, they were at the home of family friends in Florida. The sisters don't know if they will ever be doctors.
Pero quizá mi hija sí lo puede ser. Va a tener esa oportunidad. Y va a poder decir lo que quiera sin que nadie le diga, no, eso no lo puedes decir, dilo bajito. Ella lo sí. Y entonces por eso es que lo estamos haciendo.
Ya se acabó la pesadilla. Ya está mañana.
Alan Breed, Associated Press.